Hey, what's going on? It's Inventor here, and this is my first look at the hyped up ARPG that was released earlier this year, Last Epoch. We'll start off by trying to connect online, but I don't know if we'll be able to since there's a maintenance going on, so we might have to play single player or offline. Already a cool addition to the game that newer ARPGs, looking at you, Diablo 4, don't actually have. Okay, so I can't connect to the login server. No problem. I'll just play offline then. I've been looking forward to this game since last year, and to be honest, I didn't have time to play it on release, but now there's a new cycle coming out tomorrow, which I'm super excited for. So I believe this is the perfect time to review the game since I'm also a bit more free now. As usual with these first looks at these games, I haven't played it at all, so please bear with me for not knowing where things are or the noob gameplay. I would also appreciate if in the comment section below you could give me some general tips on things to know about the game, since I don't really know much about Last Epoch. But one of the things that I did hear from others is that you can pick out one of 5 characters, and each of these characters have 3 different character classes. Just from hearing that makes me think about Grim Dawn's system, where you can mix 2 classes together, which I think is super cool. But I also heard that Last Epoch has other really cool features, like the skill tree, which we're going to explore today. Now, give me a moment to actually see how I can get in game, and then we're going to get some gameplay in just a moment. So I had to start the game on full offline mode. That's something you can do on Steam with Last Epoch, which I think is great. We're going to play offline, and we're going to select a character and just go in with it and have some fun. So let's go through these one by one. Like I mentioned, there's 5 classes. The first one is Sentinel. This looks like your classic sword and board kind of character. I'm not going to check all of the skills available, but I will just very briefly show what each of the, I guess, descriptions are for these classes. Strong in honor, fearsome in combat, the Sentinel stands stalwart against what is unjust even at the end of the world. And then it has Void Knight here, Forge Guard, and Paladin. I mean, Sword and Board sounds pretty cool. If I could play one, I'd probably go with Paladin, even though Void Knight sounds pretty cool. But I'm not looking to play a Sword and Board today. The Rogue. Unrivaled in bow and blade, the rogue strikes out from the shadows to find a higher purpose for her deadly talents. All right, so this is probably daggers. This is probably bow and arrow and falconer. Okay. This, I guess, is some sort of class which involves the use of a pet. Yeah, summons a falcon that fights with you. All right. Nice. That's for rogue, but rogue is probably the, well, on my list of classes that I enjoy playing, rogue is usually on the lowest tier. This is no exception. Now this guy looks like your classic mage, and indeed it is. An elder cresting his prime, the mage wields the power of the arcane to make up for his past wrongs and to give the world a new future. And then there's mage that can turn into sorcerer, then spellblade, and rune master. So this one. Okay, so just at a first glance, this kind of reminds me of. Well, it looks like you. It sounds like some sort of combo spellcaster. Spellblade is like you enchant your weapon. I mean, spellblade, so you enchant your weapon and do damage with that. And then sorcerer is probably where meteor. So you get your classic cool spells that you can cast as a mage. That's probably what I'm going to play today. I'm going to look at the other ones. I've actually been itching to play a mage. If you had asked me this question when the game first launched, like what class I'd want to play, I'd probably want to go with some kind of, uh, yeah, some kind of like pet caster or minion based build, like a necromancer or like a druid. Like in Diablo 4, I play a companion druid, so let's see what we have here. So the Primalist is a warrior from the north who has seen the horrors of war firsthand. The Primalist seeks communion with the power of Terra, the power of nature itself. And then you have Beastmaster. It takes a man with the might of beasts. Now, this would probably be one of the go-to options if I would play some sort of summon-based build. And then this is for Shaman. Uh, and then this is Druid. Do you get some summons here? Well, you get one summon, but it seems like more of the focus is on being a transformed werebear. So, and lastly, we have the Acolyte, a rebellious scion who disobeyed her masters and sought out forbidden magic. The Acolyte will let nothing stop her from becoming more powerful. Ooh, I like the aesthetic behind that, or the backstory here. It can turn into Necromancer, classic. I get to have a race. We get skeletons. Yeah, there we go. There is a skeleton. Old mage. Sacrifice. Oh, I would never want to do that. Well, how could I? Sacrificing my skeletons. Dread Shade. And assemble Abomination. Wonder if we get any classic skeletons, unless that's already... Yeah, that's already built into the summon skeleton. Or that's already built into the Acolyte class as the skill summon skeleton. Then there's Lich. So uses their own health to do damage and steal life, I guess. And finally, Warlock. Master the Forbidden Art. Run the spirits of their foes with curses. Okay. Corrupting Flames. Yeah, I'm not going to read through all of these, but just at a first look, I think, again, if this had been last year or even when the game first released, like, I think the game released in January. I'm just going to check the exact day here real quick. Oh, no, it wasn't January. The game actually released February 21, 2024, officially. But yeah, now that I actually recently played the Necromancer in Diablo 4, I would actually like to play a more spellcaster heavy class. So I'd actually like to play a sorcerer if possible. And yeah, we'll name my character... Can I name it Inventor? Oh yeah. At least I can name it this. They don't let me put numbers in my name in Diablo 4, so this is nice. Select cycle or legacy, but I mean, I don't know if it matters. I'm offline. Does it still let me play on cycle if I'm playing offline? That's interesting. Ooh, solo character found. I mean, it doesn't even matter. This is supposed to be an offline single player character, so I don't think I need that. Some backstory.
Only Terra, myself, and the void. I was content with nothing. She dreamt of light, of life, of humanity. We disagreed. And yet, in her world, there were gods. Majasa of the desert, Largon of the sea, Rye of the endless skies, and Hierot of the frozen tundra. But fate stole Terra away. Without her, there was conflict, then wars. In the end, it was Rye who sought to outshine the sun that would pull the world into his flame. Caught within Rye's gaze were the Keepers, an order sworn to protect Terra's memory and the power it still holds. They were joined by someone unexpected, a traveler, willing to walk into the flames of war. But why? Was it honor they sought? Power? Redemption? Or was this fate? Perhaps. But no story is quite that simple.
Right. And I guess that's where we come in. We'll command your minions to attack the target or run to the target location. Wow. This game, they finally allow us to control our minions. It only took like many, many years for them. Well, a lot of ARPGs to add this in. I mean, I don't remember if Grim Dawn has that as a feature, but I know that that doesn't exist in Diablo. They're all AI operated, so this would be a nice change of place. Nice change of pace. Sorry, if I do end up playing a minion type build, but that's for another time. Regarding that cinematic that just happened right now, I'm gonna go on a limb and guess that Itera is like Mother Nature basically, and we're trying to. I mean, honestly, I was a bit confused with the uh, story they were telling. It might seem like a simple story, but for me, first timer, I'm like, what? Okay, well, maybe that's something we'll have to explore as things go on. But yeah, I'm guessing we're the traveler that we're talking about. So we're gonna start walking. Yeah, I'm gonna pull these monsters and then try to use this lightning blast. I'll check that out in a second. But yeah, I mean, so far, I'm gonna assume that the game works very similar to other ARPGs, which is you just oh, I'll take a look at that later. Okay, let's take all these guys out. Oh, no, this is not an AoE skill. And I only have 2 potions at a time. Yes. Well, not bad. Got to kill them. But yeah, I mean, this game doesn't feel too much different so far from other ARPGs. Just simply click at a spot, and then you have 4 skill slots. So yeah, similar controls to what I have with Diablo 4 and Grim Dawn. Although Grim Dawn is way more overwhelming. I think you can have like more like 10 or even more different skills at once. Here you're limited to only 4, which is fine. I think it's cool having access to like 10 different skills in Grim Dawn, but here being limited to a set number of skills that would force me to choose later on. Or who knows, maybe we unlock more slots for skills. I'm not sure how that works, but yeah. Fallen Messenger's letter. In the hands of a fallen messenger, you find a letter from the Keeper's Council. It is addressed to you.
Our Heoborian allies informed us that you will attend the peace talks. Raya's war has reached our lands, and we are in need of aid. As keepers,
All right.
we avoid conflict. We're dedicated to the goddess Etera's memory. That is, until Raya forced our hand. He wishes to destroy us and steal Etera's legacy. We can't let that happen. We need Herot's help. Your help.
All right. Well, I'm going to take this letter. I'm going to keep going here. Ah, there's also 2 evade charges. Make sure I use that too. Do I really only have this one spell right now? Okay, I'm guessing I would be inventory. It is. Right click. Oh no, my current one is better. Yeah, so right click is to equip. Let's not walk into that, shall we? And oh, yep, they have. Okay, I'm gonna start randomly pressing buttons in a second so that I can see exactly what everything is. So I know that Q is potion. Why? Factions. Rank and reputation. Oh. So if I sign up for one of these factions, so with fortune, aligning with Merchants Guild. Okay, so aligning with Merchants Guild is for trading with other people, and then we get access to, like, as we get more favor. I'm not sure how you get that, but as we get more favor, I guess we get more perks. And same thing with Circle of Fortune, except you can only play by yourself. So yeah, it has its item drops. You seek prophecies. So this one's enables trading items. Otherwise, I guess you can't, or at least earlier I selected solo self-found, rank and reputation, and then these benefits, like these perks, will give you more rewards for the monsters you yourself kill. So that's for factions. That's inventory. This is for settings. Ooh, passive system. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So then these are like passive boosts to my character. So far I have no unspent points. I wonder if something I get when I level up. I would imagine it is. And yeah, here's my skill tree. I mean, it's the S key, as with most ARPGs, I think. So we unlock Fireball at level 2. All right, that's something to look forward to. There seems to be a lot of different skills I can use, and this is just... Well, this is just one character, so as a mage, I have access to all of these as I level up, but once I unlock being like a sorcerer or a spellblade or rune master, then I can use these. And then these also get unlocked for all of these classes as long as I level up. No, wait, this is for spending points in the mage passive tree. Oh, okay. So this thing. All right. Oh, what is this button? F for forge. Select a piece of gear, so I can do this, and then can I... Okay, I need some runes. I have no shards. Okay, so that's something that I'm gonna have to put stuff into later. Game guide. All right, well, I'll figure that part out myself. This is for social. I have no friends, so I guess I'm not gonna be using that tab. Solo ladder. Okay, so L is for ladder, and then C is for character, and M is for... I'm guessing this is the map. All right. So yeah, now we have a grasp of most of what we need to know for the game. Now I'm just going to focus on the gameplay here. Now I'm going to try to get from area to area. Level 2 now. Can evade. Movement forwards. All right.
I cannot do that.
Ooh. This guy's doing quite a bit of damage. Well, that reminds me. I leveled up, so maybe I can... No, I don't have any unspent points yet. I wonder when I unlock these passive points. Maybe it's like as I do quests or something of that sort. And there's a bunch of monsters. This is an AoE skill, so I'll use it for them. Alright, not a bad start. I'm liking this. Pretty standard combat system, I think. Which is not a bad thing. I like that. I like that the game is something new in how my character is laid out, but that at the same time, the combat system is familiar. Because that allows me to... bodies are burnt beyond recognition. They were fleeing. Alright. Yeah, because this allows me to kind of get myself into the game right away, and you know, it's running in and blasting everything. Ooh. And I'm looking forward to trying out some of these other skills too, but that's something that'll be for later. Snap freeze. All right.
When you arrived, was there a family? It was my mistake.
Ergon, I don't know of any family.
Cornered.
Unless
So many.
it was the set of bodies I was looking at earlier.
Little offsprings. I told them to stay back, to let me handle it. And they left. What good are we if we can't? Sorry. I just met you and it's been a long road. Are you also
Cool story, bro.
peace talks? Good. Because So am I. Name's Grail. Since we're both headed the same direction, why don't we go together?
I'm guessing that it doesn't matter which dialogue options I pick here, so sure. I don't need more help.
As I'd be helping you. Besides, it would be awkward ignoring each other. Come, let me watch you fight.
Let's go. Okay, so I have a companion to start. Jade Ring gives me some dodge. Yeah, I'm just gonna look at my items real quick too. Melee damage, spell damage. Probably get more items as we go along. Ooh, there's blessings. I wonder what this is about. That's probably for later on in the game though, because it doesn't look like I have any unlocked. Probably have to pick them up somehow or unlock them. Jade Ring. So this is dodge rating. This is movement speed and armor and strength. And forging potential. What that's about. And yeah, so plenty more stuff to pick up. Ooh, what's this? Oh, hold on. All right. I just realized I'm level 3, so maybe that's why I just unlocked a point. The only correct answer is to get more damage. Now, I'm guessing that my skills scale off of intelligence too. I mean, if the game's anything like other RPGs I've played, but let's start off with Elementalist. I think that that would be a pretty safe bet. And I also forgot to look at the skill that I had unlocked, which is Snap Freeze. Freezes enemies in a cone in front of you. Freeze lasts for 2 seconds. So this doesn't do damage, this just freezes. It has a mana cost too. Alright. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to level 4 though. Elemental Nova sounds like it might be fun. Cast a Nova around you that deals fire, cold, and lightning. And it has a chance to roll different types of Nova with 39 DPS. Okay. Well, it's not going to be as strong as my Lightning Blast or Fireball for single target, but it probably would be in an AoE if it actually is a Nova. That's what I would expect, but we'll see. Maybe this way. Wait, no. There we go. I meant to freeze him. Oh, this follower actually does damage too. I try to melee attack. No, my melee attack does like nothing. Thought maybe with the scepter it would do a bit more than that, but apparently doesn't. Let's freeze them. I hit them. We're almost there. Just killing these guys one at a time. Just need one more pack and then we can unlock. There we are. Oh, skill specialization. Huh. So, I have to select one of these for skill specialization, but before that, let me try Elemental Nova really quickly. It doesn't do that much damage compared to Fireball, but at least... Oh, yeah, but I can actually clear stuff out with that really quickly. But it does eat up quite a bit of my mana. And I have actually a second point into Elementalist now. Right through the Burning Forest. Am I going the right direction even? Oh, okay, Tab actually shows me the direction I'm headed. Okay, let me get rid of that. It's taking up too much of my screen here. Oh, what's this? Maybe some upgrade to my current weapon. Increase damage over time. So, melee damage, spell damage, and this one's increased melee damage. I wonder if this will boost my damage. It's a two-handed staff. Now, in D4, your damage is scaled off of your weapon specifically, but maybe in Last Epoch it works differently. Let's see. Find Forged Soldier. Yeah, I think I'm better off using Fireball for this fight. Doesn't it doesn't actually have any mana cost. And it does more single target damage to this Forged Soldier, so that's not bad. Here we are.
Well done. We're almost there. I'll see you ahead.
Melee cold damage. Melee fire damage. Well, looks good, but I don't do melee, so it doesn't help me very much here. Oh, but this one is +5 spell damage. So maybe we can do something with that. I am tempted to use Fireball for the specialization just because Fireball is better for single target, but I probably have more fun with Nova. I love these sort of AoE kind of attacks. That's why I played Blood Surge Necro back when I first made a character in D4. It basically did damage to everything on the screen at once, which is kind of what Elemental Nova reminds me of. All right. Enables Lightning Nova, enables Fire Nova. Well, what type of damage is this doing if it's not doing any elemental damage, I wonder? Well, whatever. Elemental Nova deals more elemental damage and has a slightly larger area of effect. Okay, let's get this one first. You can't go wrong with more damage.
I cannot do that. The keepers have proven difficult to track, but my observations revealed the truth. Their camps are neither chosen nor abandoned on a whim. There's a pattern to how they scurry. I instructed my soldiers to investigate the abandoned camps. Invariably, they're near shrines devoted to the eldest of gods. Each one was as empty as the last, save for meager signs of the keeper's presence. They're not guarding the ruins. They're traveling between them, over and over. They must be moving with them. It'll be as simple as burning these vermin to ash. Raya wills it.
All right.
The keepers have proven. I instructed my soldiers to investigate.
In the future, I can just skip these dialogue. Ooh, Keeper's Camp. Is this... Oh, wow. It's already been about a... Hold on a second. Yeah, I was just looking at how much time has elapsed. It's already been almost a half hour. Yeah, wow. Time flew on this one. I was just enjoying myself. Do let me know if in the future if you enjoy listening to these dialogues, because I like to listen to them so that I kind of know what's going on in the game, like actually playing through the storyline and whatnot. But perhaps not everyone will feel the same way, especially as a first look at the game. If I play games that you as the viewer might not have played, but you might be interested in, then probably would be nice to kind of see firsthand where the game is going. Storyline is a part of that, so I think that's important. But again, please do let me know in the comments below if you're watching
Protection,
and you have an opinion about it.
an alliance. But the truth is, we know little about him or his people. Why should the council trust him? Prospect 1.
Okay, I'm not gonna check that one, but
Sounds like their leaders waiting up at the shrine. The keepers have done well. This place isn't too different from home.
I'm gonna skip past this just so that I can get a little bit more gameplay in. For that whole prelude, I wanted to read through everything, but here I think I'm just going to talk to, well, whatever quest markers show up, and then I'm gonna move on to the next area just to try out, just maybe make it to level 5, maybe kill some monsters then, and I'll give my thoughts, initial impressions on the game so far.
Tied closely with our goddess, Etera. They've been indebted to her. But why, we do not know. Even their names. It's these Now, speaking of, I must
Okay.
head there now. Feel free to look around.
Speak with Keeper Lena in the Keeper's Camp. Do I have the waypoint yet? Maybe not. Let's see. Okay, it's unlocked as soon as I make it to this area, I guess. Alright.
Thank Etera.
Grail was just telling me of your battle. One of 2. They're gone. Balthus and I remain, and he's not here. As our chances of success are slim. Balthus is busy checking on our sacred artifacts. Not you are, and even now, could you make sure he's safe? There's word they can, but do this
Okay.
and our alliance is secure.
Right. Yeah, Fortress Gardens. Looks like that's the next area based on the quest marker. So we're going here. Okay, so Fortress Gardens. Now, I'm gonna try to see. Ooh, that is a lot of monsters. Let's see if I can do what I usually do. I'm gonna lure a big pack of monsters in. Yep, get them all in a big, nice clump like this. And then Nova, 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 Nova. This is talking about. I love this kind of playstyle. You just bring them all into one. Oh, and it got armor too. Wonder what armor does in this game. It just reduces physical damage. But yeah, this is the kind of playstyle I love using. You just bring them all into one tight knit pack, and then you just hit them with an AoE attack over and over. And the damage on this Nova is looking pretty good too, thanks to this stick I got, the traveling staff. And I can just use Fireball for the last one. Hey, there's a nice level up. Okay, and what did we unlock this time? Also, what area? Hold on, let me just... Fortress Gardens level 3, Keeper's Camp is level 3, and then 1 and 2. Okay, I see. So it actually shows us the area level. It's not scaled like 1-to-1. Like in Diablo 4, I know I keep bringing it up, so just bear with me. This is the easiest point of reference I got since I played it most recently, unlike Grim Dawn. In Diablo 4, when you go to different difficulties or different areas, it'll scale the monsters in that area accordingly with your level, right? There's level scaling there too, but here I think it's based off of like what location you're in, and then shows you the level of the monsters there. So that's kind of cool. There's some linear progression there rather than them making you find monsters of your level in every single area. Mana strike. All monsters in front of you. Okay, I can try that really quickly. Do I have a passive point? Oh, I do have a passive point. Let's go Elementalist then. And I haven't been using Lightning Strike, so let's get that in there. Okay. Ooh, that does a lot of damage, but still like Nova more. Yeah, this Mana Strike doesn't increase stun chance and duration. Nice. Yeah, it does seem to... Okay, I just got something. Okay. What are these? Nope. This helps. Physical resistance. Yeah, sure. Increased cast speed, increased movement speed, poison resistance, stun chance, chance to shock. Yeah, but this is all melee damage. There's all the stabs. So yeah, here I just hit him 3 times with Mana Strike. But the thing about Mana Strike is it is 0 mana cost. Turns 15 mana if it hits an enemy. Okay. So here's how I think I should play it then. I'm going to group up all these monsters. And then get 1, 2, 3, 4 Novas in. And then once I run out, I'm going to ignore some of the loot there. Okay, well, I still don't quite run out of mana that quickly, but if I did, then I could use my Mana Strike. Let's say I'm out of mana right now. Yeah, it's still very generous how much mana they give you, it looks like. Maybe later on it'll cost more, I'm not sure. Oh, speaking of, I need to put another point into this. More damage the better. But I'm level 5 now, and these guys are like level 3, so I should be much stronger. So now that, you know, if I had run out of mana in that fight, then this next pack I could use Mana Strike for. But here. And I think this will take me to the next area. Now, I could run around and go kill all these monsters, but I think I'm fine for now. probably the monsters in the next area are higher level, so they should give me more XP. And I think I'm gonna stop pretty soon anyway. Probably after this area, actually. Although, actually, yeah. So this area is level 4. Cool. Which is one over the previous one I was in. Yeah, this is like initial impressions. Like I'll probably say this again towards the end, but whoa, my first boss battle. No, wait, second boss fight. I think this guy's got the big health bar, but I don't have any potions left, so I might actually be in trouble here. This is kind of embarrassing. I might actually die here. Oh, there is a health potion. Okay, so I'm guessing that's a barrier of some sort? Yeah, that's a barrier. Okay, well, just run for now. I also have regen. I didn't even know, but I have regen here, so it's not like I definitely need some more potions, but it's not like I'm completely out of luck. If it were... Okay, I gotta make sure I don't get hit by that phoenix. That thing hurts. Okay, so yeah, I'm typically accustomed to like if I just happen to walk into a boss fight without meaning to, that if I don't have any potions then or health, then I'm out of luck. But yeah, there we go. Cool, level 6, and we managed to take down the boss, I believe. That's ooh, increased physical damage. Oh, I thought that was physical resistance. Well, I got 9% physical resistance. That's cool. Yeah, nice set of items. I'm liking this. I'm actually, and this one gives increased physical damage, but again, I don't know if that really helps me very much here since I'm not doing any sort of physical Hey, this one is increased cold and fire damage. Yeah. That's the good stuff right there. Potion slots. Okay, so now I get 3 potions, and I also got a level up here, so another point elementalist. And oh, I guess I don't necessarily get an extra point in to elemental nova just because I got a level up. Maybe I gotta kill some more monsters using the skill. Maybe that's how. Ooh, two-handed mace. It's glowing, so this is my first, what's it called? Unique here? Nice. It's either unique or melee. Unfortunately, I'm not using a melee type character. Otherwise, like I'm getting like a lot of melee items. Like I got this spear. I got this 80% increased melee damage, +1 melee physical damage per level. Man, yeah, imagine if I were actually playing like sword and board and I use this. Well, I guess it wouldn't really be sword and board at that point. Sword and board is like sword and shield for who's not aware. Find keeper vaults, so then it would be this way. Critical strike chance 100%. Ooh, that damage. Yep, don't have much mobility. And I unlock Flame Ward at level 7. And oh, you know what? I think here, I'll kill these monsters and then I'm gonna mention something. Okay, so in my... Wait. Oh yeah, okay, so the bar is still going up. For me leveling my Nova here. I mean, I can move to the next area, but I have a critical shrine here, so I'm gonna use it to its full potential. There we go. And then now, because I kept spamming Nova, I leveled it up. I'm gonna grab this potion. And right, so now I can put another point into this. More AoE, more damage, and yeah, so if I can get one more passive point, then I guess I unlock Glacier. And I'm guessing that like these seem to be oh, what was that? 696 DPS? That's a lot of damage. That seems to be scaling way better than all these ones, but I gotta go and lock it. This is some sort of supporting skill, but yeah. 210, 696, and 323. Wow. Okay, well, those are things I'd love to try out, but I'm not gonna be able to run those in this. Well, I'm not gonna be able to try those out here. Oh yeah, okay. For sure this is the last area because we're running out of time here. I mean, we're about an hour into our first look, and I'm really happy that I got a chance to try this game out and showcase it. But yeah, I do need to end the video at some point. So, oh, increased movement, attack, and cast speed. Right. Oh yeah, I can feel that attack speed increase. Ooh, it even goes like onto the floor above me. It's not just limited to which floor I'm on. Okay, so this storeroom, level 5, okay. I think this is an optional area because earlier it said the Keeper's Vault, and that's the opposite direction. So I'm in an optional area, I'm guessing. Oh, there's a fight. Defeat Siege Engineers and the Forge Soldier. Alright, another... I think I fought one of these earlier, didn't I? A Forge Soldier. Yeah, now I'm just gonna spam Nova because that's my whole gimmick on this guy. He doesn't have that barrier that the other one did. And, there it is. I'm actually out of mana, so now I'm going to use Mana Strike, and then if he hadn't died there, I would have just kept spamming Nova again. Because this thing's actually a pretty cool build. I'm liking this, except I don't ever use this third one. Snap Freeze, so I might get rid of that. But... I was really curious to try Glacier and to get better items. But yeah, okay. For real though, that's going to be where I'm going to end my gameplay. Oh, one more passive point. Does this... Oh, this does unlock Glacier. Oh, okay. And I just noticed, yeah, Glacier, Disintegrate, Volcanic Orb, and Focus are down here, so I would have actually been able to replace my third skill with this. Okay, here. Let's find one more pack so I can play around with this because I want to know what this does. Ooh. Whoa! Whoa, they all just died immediately. And I just noticed that right click is now bound to Mana Strike instead of the melee attack that I had earlier. Wow. Okay. And another passive point. Wow. All right, they're just giving these out like candy. 42% increased damage. I didn't get to level my Nova here. And if I level up one more time, then I unlock one last skill that I get to play around with. But that thing eats up my mana like crazy. Even to the point where, like, it costs 62 and I only have 61, so... Yeah. Let me try that again. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, yeah, that damage. He's got completely murked there. Flame Ward. Then for 3 seconds, deal 3% less damage. Does damage, retaliatory burst of flames. Maybe I'll replace... Well, maybe this one, because my right click is already set to Mana Strike. Alright, and that's going to be the last skill that I'll try out, and I think we're done here. Wait. Oh, it's another one of these. Okay, so I just need this to come back. Oh, it has a 15-second cooldown, though. So if I just stand here and... Okay, they basically do damage themselves, but otherwise, generally kind of underwhelming. Alright, let's see how quickly I can bring down this Forge Soldier. Whoa! Except that now I have no mana, but now I can start using Mana Strike to gain my mana back, and then I can just repeat the process. There we are. Okay, and I think that will be a good place to end. My next... but my next upgrade would be Teleport, although that's at level 9. That's a whiles out, so... Yeah, this is actually a good place to stop now. We're almost an hour into our run, but not quite there. I usually feel like that's it's a good place to end off at. Now, what I do wonder is if I were to leave the game and then I were to come back, would it port me back to here, or would I have to start all the way back in town? Anyway, but play offline, that's okay. And then enter game. Solo self-found. Okay, it brings me right back to here. But then I can go to the fortress walls, and then do I have to fight all the monsters again? Is the map static? Oh, yeah, okay, so I just have to run up that way. And okay, so there are still monsters, but that's okay. That's totally fine. Yeah, that's something I can continue next time if I want to keep playing, which I absolutely do. Okay, so now that I'm done with the gameplay, I can kind of give my overall initial impressions of the game. So, what can I say about Last Epic? It is a lot of fun. I really am enjoying the game so far. I don't really have any kind of big criticisms about the game, honestly. I if I could nitpick something, I guess I think the storyline so far is. I mean, I haven't really looked too deeply into it, but there's nothing really too much about the storyline that I found particularly interesting. But I'm more of a gameplay oriented sort of person anyway. Yeah, like I think Grim Dawn established like your role, like when you first get in the game, like the town found you when. Don't quote me on this, but like the town found you when you were like possessed, and then now you're uh trying to discover what's going on, that kind of things going on. But here they don't really tell you what the motivations of your character are at all, so I am not really sure. But aside from that, I'd say, well, and the music, I don't really know if there's any bangers that I've been hearing for the music, but yeah, overall though, the gameplay, which is like the main thing that I care about, is, I don't know if it's top notch, but I'm really liking it a lot. I'm really also liking the progression system. And when I say progression system, I'm going to go back in game just to show what I'm talking about. There's three different things I have to pay attention to on my character at least, like just right now. And there's going to be more later on. So right now I'm looking at my gear, right? Oh, okay. I could have actually upgraded more of my stuff, but yeah. So my gear is something that I'm actively paying attention to. Like the loot that I've been getting is stuff that I'm really excited for. Finding a new item that could give me more spell damage, I think that's great. Or other potential modifiers that could help boost my build. All that is something that is exciting for the items that I'm picking up. Then there's the passive skill tree, which again, I can custom tailor my character the way I want. I have the choice. Do I want more health? Or if I wanted, I could, instead of having all these points here in damage, well, yeah, I could have put it in here and gotten more resistances along with intelligence, and it could have boosted my damage in that way too, right? 3% per point, so I could have had like initial 24% fire and lightning resistance. Or here, with 7 points, I could have had like double the health that I have here. Well, maybe not double, the math on that is a little off. More like additional like 50% life almost. But yeah, and then there's skills. There's I can again build my guy how I want. And yeah, so far I've been enjoying myself a lot with this elemental nova, and I'm excited to try out all of these other skills that I could get access to, right? Like, again, I mentioned earlier, I wanted to play sorcerer, but I guess that I start off as a mage and I'd have to unlock being a sorcerer. That's something for later, I guess. But yeah, like, look at this meteor. I'd love to try and play meteor kind of sorcerer. Or here there's like disintegrate, right, which is just I'm a firing my laser sort of beam and does like a ton of damage, but I just needed 2 more passive points or 3 more passive points actually. And then who knows what volcanic orb and all these other skills could have done. These are things that and teleport even. I can't wait for that. Just zip zap around the map. Yeah, all that stuff is stuff that all those skills are things that I want to try. And this is just for one of the 5 other characters. And that's not even factoring in like each of the subclasses, or I don't know what the exact term, specializations that they have too. So, and I haven't even touched like forging nor blessings. I have no idea what either of these are about. So, yeah, there's so much left in the game that I still have yet to explore. I am super stoked to try out this game and really get into it once the new cycle begins. I think that's going to be tomorrow, or well, by the time this video releases, it'll be later today. And I am super excited to give this game a shot once the new cycle comes out and I can experience all these things for myself firsthand online and well actually start taking it through closer to the end game, or at least that's my intention for right now. So hopefully y'all will be with me on this journey when the game launches its new cycle. I've been super excited for this since last year when I think they were doing like a beta or something, and they showed a bit of gameplay, and people were talking about the game back then. I was super hyped for it. I'm still super hyped for it now. I know a lot of people have stopped playing Last Epoch, but I myself am still really looking forward to trying to make content for the game and learning more about it. So if you have any comments to make, any tips, again, I need to say this again, please write in the comments section of this first look. But otherwise, that's all from me. Adventure out.